This morning we received the somber news that a 61-year-old man has passed away unexpectedly. While his life may have seemed ordinary on the surface, it serves as a poignant reminder of the lessons we often overlook as we approach our later years. Today, we'll explore 4 crucial things to avoid at age 60, inspired by the choices and experiences of those who have walked this path before us. As we age, it becomes increasingly important to reflect on our decisions and their impacts on our well-being and happiness. So, let's delve into these 4 key lessons that can help guide us in making the most of our golden years. Story 1. Ignoring health checkups. Meet Mr. Harold, a vibrant 60-year-old man who lived life to the fullest. He was active, engaged in his community, and always the life of the party. Harold prided himself on his health, believing that regular exercise and a balanced diet were all he needed to maintain his well-being. As a result, he often brushed off the idea of scheduling regular health checkups, thinking that they were unnecessary for someone like him. After all, he felt fine, so why should he worry? However, as the months went by, Harold started to experience subtle warning signs. He noticed occasional fatigue that lingered longer than it should, unexpected weight loss, and a persistent cough that wouldn't go away. Yet, he dismissed these symptoms as mere signs of aging or stress from work. It wasn't until a routine visit to the doctor, prompted by a concerned friend, that Harold received shocking news. He was diagnosed with stage 2 lung cancer. Because he had neglected to seek help earlier, the cancer had progressed to a point where treatment options were limited, and his prognosis was far less favorable than it could have been. Harold's story highlights a critical lesson for all of us. Proactive health management is essential, especially as we age. Regular health checkups can catch potential issues before they escalate into serious conditions. By making those appointments a priority and listening to our bodies, we can take charge of our health and ensure that we enjoy our later years to the fullest. Remember, it's not just about feeling good, it's about taking the necessary steps to confirm that we are indeed healthy. Don't wait for warning signs to become red flags. Schedule those checkups and invest in your future health today. Story 2. Holding on to grudges. Let's talk about Mrs. Gladys, a 60-year-old woman known for her warm smile and nurturing spirit. However, beneath that exterior lay a heavy burden. She had been holding onto a grudge against her estranged sister for over a decade. The fallout from a family disagreement had left a rift between them that neither was willing to mend. As years passed, Gladys convinced herself that she was better off without her sister in her life, yet the resentment festered, quietly eating away at her peace of mind. This unresolved conflict began to seep into other areas of Gladys's life. She became increasingly irritable, snapping at family members over trivial matters. Her relationships with her children and grandchildren began to suffer as they felt the strain of her unresolved anger. The loneliness that followed was palpable. While she was surrounded by loved ones, a part of her remained isolated, shackled by her unwillingness to forgive. Instead of enjoying the warmth of family gatherings, she often found herself distracted by thoughts of her sister and the hurt from their past. Gladys's story serves as a powerful reminder of the importance of forgiveness and letting go of grudges, especially as we enter our later years. Holding on to resentment does not just affect our relationships with others, it profoundly impacts our own mental health and happiness. By releasing the weight of past grievances, we open ourselves to peace and the possibility of reconnection. Life is too short to let anger define us. Embracing forgiveness allows us to heal, foster deeper connections, and ultimately find joy in our relationships. Remember, it's never too late to reach out and mend what has been broken. Doing so can lead to newfound happiness and a sense of freedom. Story 3. Not pursuing passions. Now, let's turn our attention to Mr. Tom, a man of 60 who had always dreamed of painting. Throughout his younger years, Tom would often find himself mesmerized by the colors and textures of art, imagining what it would be like to express his own creativity on canvas. Yet life happened. Work, family obligations, and everyday responsibilities took precedence. As the years slipped by, Tom began to tell himself it was too late to start painting. He thought that pursuing his passion was something reserved for the young. For years, Tom pushed his dreams aside, convincing himself that he didn't have the time or talent to take up painting at his age. Instead, he filled his days with routine activities, but as the weeks turned into months, he found himself feeling increasingly unfulfilled. A sense of emptiness grew within him. The vibrant world of creativity felt like a distant memory. It wasn't until he attended an art show with a friend that something shifted. Inspired by the creativity around him, he made a bold decision. At age 60, he would pick up a paintbrush and explore his passion for art. The moment Tom started painting, his life transformed. He discovered not only a talent he never knew he had, but also a profound sense of joy and purpose. Each brushstroke allowed him to express emotions he had long kept bottled up, leading to a newfound sense of fulfillment. Painting became more than just a hobby. It was a vital outlet for his creativity and a source of emotional healing. Tom's journey serves as a compelling reminder that it's never too late to pursue our passions. No matter our age, embracing hobbies can invigorate our lives, improve mental health, and enrich our emotional well-being. So if you've ever put your dreams on hold, remember, it's always the right time to chase what brings you joy and fulfillment. Story 4. Avoiding social connections. Let's meet Mrs. June, a 60-year-old woman who spent most of her life dedicated to her career and family. After retiring, she found herself feeling lost and uncertain about her purpose. Initially, June enjoyed the quiet and solitude that came with retirement, believing that she could manage her newfound freedom alone. However, as weeks turned into months, she slowly began to isolate herself, declining invitations from friends and family. She convinced herself that being alone was a choice, a way to enjoy her independence. As time passed, the isolation took a toll on June's mental and physical health. Without regular social interactions, she began to experience feelings of loneliness and depression. Simple tasks became overwhelming, and her once vibrant spirit faded. Friends who reached out were met with silence, and she felt increasingly disconnected from the world around her. It wasn't until she attended a local community event one day, after much persuasion from her daughter, that everything began to change. That day, she discovered a welcoming group of people who shared her interests and passions. Joining this community group rekindled June's sense of belonging and purpose. She found joy in the activities, made new friends, and rediscovered her love for gardening, a hobby she had abandoned years ago. The emotional support she received from her new friends helped lift her spirits and significantly improved her overall well-being. June's story emphasizes a vital lesson. Maintaining social connections is essential for our emotional health, especially as we age. We are not meant to navigate life's challenges alone. Our relationships provide the support, encouragement, and joy we need. So let's remember to reach out, connect, and nurture our social circles, for they are a key ingredient to living a fulfilling and happy life. Conclusion. In conclusion, as we reflect on the stories of Mr. Harold, Mrs. Gladys, Mr. Tom, and Mrs. June, it's clear that the choices we make as we age can profoundly impact our well-being and happiness. Ignoring health checkups, holding on to grudges, neglecting our passions, and isolating ourselves can lead to unnecessary struggles. Instead, let's prioritize our health, embrace forgiveness, pursue our dreams, and cherish our connections with others. Thank you for watching. If you found these insights valuable, I invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you resonate more with the lessons from 9 or 0? Until next time, take care, and remember to make choices that enrich your life.